Hello everybody, I am NJ Sullivan and welcome to my little recording space. A little while back I was asked if I would do a video or a series of videos where I talked about my process for writing and recording audio dramas, audio fiction, whatever term you want to use. And the more I thought about that, the more I realized that I really don't just want to do technical videos. I don't really enjoy that. I think it's kind of boring. It wouldn't be as much fun for me, definitely. So I decided instead of just doing technical videos, this is my process type things, I would actually turn it into a vlog where I do talk about my process of going through, but I also talk about my life and everything around that creative process, everything that doesn't happen in this room, so that you guys can get an idea of the person behind the creation, not just the creation. So that's what this is going to be. Welcome to the first episode, installment. Yeah, that works. Welcome to the first installment of my vlog. Before we get started on the work, a little bit of housekeeping. I'm guessing if more than 10 people watch this video that a lot of the people watching this video have no idea who I am, so let's cover that first. Once again, I'm NJ Sullivan. I am a best-selling author of 4 novels and 6 short stories. I have been in the publishing world for my entire adult life in one form or another, on and off. I own a publishing imprint, and 4 years ago, give or take, I left a promising career as a print author to become an audio drama producer. Well, if it was a promising career, why did you leave it? That's a very good question, random person who I just made up. Because this is what I always wanted to do. I enjoy writing, but I love telling stories. I have always been in love with radio drama, with audio fiction. From The Lone Ranger and The Shadow to The War of the Worlds, up through Welcome to Night Vale, and the amazing work the BBC does with the Doctor Who radio plays. I have always loved this medium. And up until fairly recently, the barriers to entry for this medium were high. Podcasting has existed for quite a while now, but the software to produce a large-scale audio drama wasn't easily available on the consumer level. Certainly 3D audio, immersive audio, that software, that equipment was not easily available. And when it became available, I started thinking, should I give up print writing to become an audio drama producer? And not long before the pandemic hit, I decided I was going to. And that's where I sit now, producing audio dramas and radio plays, and that sort of thing. There's a lot of terms for it, and none of them roll off the tongue super well. Right now, the company I own with my wife, Lantern Audio Works, which is the YouTube channel you're currently watching this on, has one main audio drama podcast, and that's Lantern Radio. Lantern Radio is a multi-genre audio drama radio station, so there are different shows on it. The main show that is running right now is Lantern News, which is a fictionalized weekly news program from the end of the world. So it's kind of dark comedy, dark humor, black humor, you might even say. It's an interesting show. I take actual real-life events or real-life ongoing news stories and incorporate them in a fictionalized form into the show, and I also take events from my personal life and include them in the show in a fictionalized form. So it's almost therapy in a way, but it's a great fun show to produce. That is the one that is currently in production. The other shows that are either in between seasons or in pre-production are Brimstone, which is a supernatural noir detective story, ongoing serial. Spaceman, which is a space adventure show, much in the vein of the old BBC classic Journey into Space. Vaudeville Vampires, which is another supernatural story, but more in the vein of The Shadow. And Old Bob, which is a space comedy, just a straight up comedy. So those are the shows that we are currently producing. There are a total of 5 that are going on this one podcast channel. So I've never seen anybody do that before. I don't know if it's a thing people do. I don't know if it's a smart thing to do, but I'm doing it anyway. And that's where the business stands. That's what I do now. And part of what I'm going to show you guys through this vlog is the process that gets gone through in dealing with all of those shows, in doing production and doing recording and doing writing, all of that stuff. Right now, the current project that I'm working on today is setting up storylines for Lantern Radio. It's a little tricky because I don't have to, but I choose to pull from real life news, from reality, and then fictionalize it. But I realized that I had all these ongoing storylines and plot lines, and I needed to organize them in a way that made sense so that I could follow them. Normally when I do these vlogs, I will be showing screen caps and I will be showing the work in progress, but watching me read a script and write down a line, and then read some more and write down a line is boring as hell, and I'm not going to make you sit through it, quite frankly. So that's my current project, is getting all of that ready to go so that I can write the new episodes. I'm going to be writing them in batches because I generally do write in batches, write and record in batches if I can. It takes some of the pressure off for me, so there's a little inside baseball for you. It takes a little bit of the pressure off because then I have multiple episodes ready to go out, and then I have time to write more, or I have time to work on a different show, all of that stuff. So I block record, and I block write, and I block edit. I block everything. It's an easier process for me. And once again, I will be getting a lot more into my ongoing process as this vlog continues, but I think that's enough for today. So now you guys have some idea of who I am and of what I'm doing and of what I hope to show you with this, and there's going to be a lot going forward. So I hope you stick with me. If you enjoyed this or you find the idea of this show interesting, don't forget to subscribe. I'll say that in English. Don't forget to subscribe or hit the bell icon or leave a comment or leave a like, all that fun stuff. Tell all your friends about it. And I'll be back very soon with another one of these. So, until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.